Hey guys, welcome to Miss Pam. I am Pam, and I am in my art studio today. So welcome to my art studio. This is a room that carries a heavy load because it has a lot of many functions. As you can see over here at this table, this is usually where I sit and paint. I'm sitting now at my sewing table. I have pushed my sewing machine and my serger out of the way because there are big double windows right in front of me that look out into my beautiful backyard. And yes, and I have lots and lots of things to show you today that I'm really excited about because I just got home Saturday. My husband was off all last week, and we took a trip to Oklahoma to stay with my sister for a few days, and she has a Hobby Lobby. And you know what I've never been able to catch? That is a Hobby Lobby yarn clearance. Well, I found lots of yarn at her Hobby Lobby, and I took advantage of that sale to kind of stock up in my yarn stash. It's the only way I have a yarn stash, pretty much, is buying it on sale. We went thrifting, and I found some really great buys while we were thrifting. I didn't get a whole lot, but the things that I got were things that I really wanted. But I'm not going to show you all of that. I'll just show you a few pieces. I have a couple finished objects, and I have a work in progress. So let's get started with the yarn haul, and I can get it out of the way. So the first thing I want to show you are some items that I thrifted. I thrifted 5 skeins of cotton yarn. Oh, sorry, I thought this was within my reach and I was wrong. Okay. The first one, this is all vintage yarn, but it's 100% cotton. This is Bernat Handicrafter, and I know it's all marked $5, but it was all half price. So I got this skein for $2.50. This is a 12 ounce, 340 gram ball of yarn. It is a 4-weight, 100% cotton. And this cotton is really kitchen grade. This is not something I would make a garment out of. But I thought this would be really great for doing some Christmas gifts. This has 608 yards. And I got 3... Oh, no, they're not the same color, are they? Okay, here's one. The Geometrics. Then I got 2 of the Bernat Handicraft cotton stripes. And these only have 470 yards. Again, 100% cotton. This is Bernat Handicraft Cotton Candy Collection. $608 yards. And I don't know if this yarn is still available or not. I've never seen it before. And then this one is 100% cotton, but the ball band was gone. So I got all of that for $2.50 each, and I was happy with that because I use cotton for different things, and I don't know. I don't know what I'll do with it. Who knows? You know, that's what we do. We find stuff at a great bargain and we buy it. Okay. I've never worked with chenille yarn. I don't do amigurumis. But I have a granddaughter that is a year and a half. And she likes stuffed animals. So, when I was at Hobby Lobby, I found chenille yarn on clearance, and I thought that was the perfect time to grab some chenille yarn and try my hand at some amigurumis. So this is the Yarn Bee Chunky Cozy. It was regular $9.99. I got it on clearance for $2.49. This is $58 yards, 8 ounces, and it calls for a US size 11 hook. This is the color Ivory. And so I got Ivory. I also got the same yarn, hair, in Cognac. Sorry. I got 2 of these. I thought this color would make a really cute teddy bear or a little dog or something, or a little cat. And I got this purple. It's amethyst, and the color was just gorgeous. I couldn't pass up. I'm sorry I keep hitting the table. That's annoying. I know. I could not pass up this color. I just thought it was so pretty. All right. I'm not great at doing hauls. It feels kind of weird to me. I don't know why. It just feels weird. It feels like I'm bragging. I guess I kind of am. Oh well. This is Cozy Traditions Sepia Memories. It was not regularly $11.99, then marked down to $10.99, and then on clearance for $2.29. And I got 2. Nope. I got 1 of these. Did I get 1 of these? Oh. I thought I was prepared when I sat down here. But I clearly am not. Okay. Sepia Memories. This calls for a size 11 hook. It is 220 yards. And this, I got the same thing in Fairway Green. And Searching for Seashells. That's a beautiful color. My granddaughter's name is River. I like to do things for her out of blue and brown, especially if it has some green in there also, because, the river. Yeah, that's the color of the river. All right. This is the same yarn, but it's called Honeyed Wheat. And they had 4 of these skeins, and I just thought that was so pretty. I don't know what I'm going to do with the 4 skeins, but I really thought that would make a beautiful calico looking cat. If I did an amigurumi loaf cat, I don't know if you have seen the pattern. You can get it on Etsy. It's a paid for pattern. It's called a loaf cat, and it's a fat cat. And I just thought this would be really cute for the kitty, because I love kitties. Okay, next. This is a box of yarn. It was regular $5.99. It was on clearance for half price, $15.99. Sorry, duh. $15.99 on clearance for $7.99. So that's just half price. And it comes with the pattern for this granny square blanket. And I really love the muted colors here. And I thought that would be perfect for the small granny squares that it's showing. And it says the pattern is included. So, I mean, I don't really need a pattern for granny squares, but whatever. That was cute. Oh, and while I was there, this is so fun. While I was there, my sister's 7-year-old granddaughter was there. And she has a sister, the granddaughter has a sister, a half-sister who is 12 or 13. I don't know. Maybe 11. I don't know. Anyway, she was talking about her older sister crochets and would never show her how to crochet because, she doesn't have time for her little sister. I mean, I get it. So I bought her some hooks and I bought her some yarn and I taught her to crochet a chain. And she, at 7 years old, she just picked it up and just went to town. She was crocheting everybody bracelets. She was crocheting decorations to hang in our rooms and necklaces. And yeah, she was so happy. And so I was crocheting. The little 7-year-old was crocheting. And so my sister's like, well, if y'all are going to crochet, maybe I want to crochet. So I showed my sister how to crochet. She learned how to do a chain, and she learned how to do a to chain one and turn and go back and do a single crochet. So she was really, really happy with herself, and I was really happy that I could show her. The only problem with that was my sister had no yarn. I had only bought this chunky yarn and some other yarn I'm fixing to show you. So the only yarn I had with me to show my sister how to crochet was one of my new Premier gradient cakes, the teal. And so I had to use that to show my sister how to crochet. And she wanted to keep it. So I had taken it so that I could start my rainbow blanket on the trip if I wanted to. And so, yeah, I'm going to have to order another cake of teal gradient from Premier. It's okay. It'll be okay. It'll be all right. But, yeah, so I left her that. She was really thrilled with the skein of the cake of yarn. I mean, who wouldn't? It was beautiful, and it was soft, and she loved it. Okay, now, back to my haul. I have never used the alpaca twist from Yarn Bee. I never even looked at it. Actually, I don't even look at Yarn Bee yarns that often. I don't go in Hobby Lobby very often. And usually if I go in, the main thing that I get in there is I love this cotton because it's so soft. I have a very limited types of cotton yarn that are available to me to purchase locally, something that I don't have to pay shipping on. I love this cotton. It's very soft, works up very pretty. And so usually if I go into Hobby Lobby, it is just for that. And it's only when it's on the 30% off. So I have never looked at the Yarn Bee, and certainly not the alpaca twist, but it was on clearance, regular $4.29. It was on clearance for $1.24. $1.24 a skein. Now this is minimal alpaca. Let me just say. Let me find it. Oh. Really? Okay. 90% acrylic and 10% alpaca. But there is just enough alpaca in this to make it a super, super soft acrylic. This is a 4-weight. And it is a chain spun. As you can see, that looks like a chain spun. So this is a really soft yarn. It calls for it says a 10.5. Oh no, that's okay. A 6 millimeter. I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm talking about. I think I have misread all of those labels. A 6.5 millimeter. And I would use probably a 6, maybe even a 5.5. This is 175 yards per skein, and I got 4 skeins of this color, which is charcoal. I got 3 skeins of this color, because that's all they had, which is... I am horrible at this. I am so bad. Waters, open waters. To me, it's just a gray, but in the camera, I can see a little bit of a blue-green to it, but that's pretty. All right, 3 of those, and then I got 4 of the white. So that's 4, 8, 11 skeins. And I thought that would be really pretty together. I'm thinking about making me a winter sweater with these skeins of yarn. I think those go well together. It is going to make a really soft, warm sweater. And that is all of my clearance yarn that I scored at Hobby Lobby. And yeah, I'm really happy with that. All right, now I'm going to show you my 2 finished objects. The first one, I don't know if I showed this or not. This is my bag that I was working on for Dee's Creative Hands and Crochet. This is her Hippy Dippy bag contest. This was my entry. This is the back. I just used a lot of scrap yarn. I used the same yarn and I crocheted handles. I used a lot of fun yarn that I've probably had this yarn here for 20 years. This was from back when I used to scrapbook. I mean, years and years ago. And I just had probably a yard of each one. And I threw that together and made some fringe. And this is just a doily from the thrift store. This is just a little rose pin from the thrift store. And yeah, and I carried this bag when I was in Oklahoma with my sister. And I bet I had 10 people ask me about my bag. Everybody loved my bag. It's so cute. It's unlined, but I used about 5 different yarns together at once and did a double crochet so it's very thick so things don't fall out of it. I don't think it needs a lining. Okay. Oh, the next finished object is the Agatha's Reading Shawl by Anya at Ophelia Talks. This is made with the Premier Spun Colors. I ordered this and because I thought this project would work up beautifully with a very wild variegated yarn because the stitch pattern is so simple. Double crochets, that's all it is, double crochets. On the sides it has a row of double crochet and a row of windows, solid double crochets in the back. I think it worked out beautifully. Now on the bottom of mine, I added a, I think it's called a shell stitch border, just because I thought it needed something to finish it off. So there's my shell stitch border all the way around on that. And I love this yarn. I do. And that's not an ad for Hobby Lobby. This yarn, however, is a roving style yarn. And it went all the way up, I would say in some spots, a 4, maybe a 5. Pardon me. And when it got thin, it went all the way down to a 1. And I really had my doubts when I bought this, thinking that's just not going to work. I'd never used a yarn that had that large of a variety of sizes in one rowing skein. But it worked up beautifully. It really did. I am so happy with it. And I can't wait until it is cold enough to wear it. Isn't it pretty? Oh, I just love these vivid colors in this Premier Spun Colors. Yeah. So, that is my finished object. All right. Now, my one whip. my one whip. The last video I made, I told you I was working on a top. And I have finished the front panel. The sleeves, it's all one piece. And then you create your neck, and then you do a mirror image for the back piece, and you just sew them together. So what can be simpler? Oh yeah, this is actually, the stitch is called the Drunk Granny, and it is so easy, but it looks very lacy. I will wear a little tank under it, and I'm very happy with that. It's working up really good. I have already started the back piece, and I'm about halfway through with the back piece. So yeah, that should be finished soon. Okay. Oh, look at this fabric I got at the thrift store. Isn't that cute? I washed and dried it this morning, and I'm fixing to cut out a pair of wide leg palazzo pants. And they'll be like a crop pant, elastic waist with a pocket. Just a simple pant. But yeah, I think those will make some really cute, funky pants. And I'm all about funky clothes. Yeah. Okay, guys, that is all I have for you today. I just have a lot going on. If you are interested in seeing some of my thrift finds, leave a message and let me know that you want to see that. And I will be more than happy to go through some of my thrift finds for you, because I found some cool things and some things that I have wanted. I usually can manifest things that I want, things that I decide that I want. And it's just because it's things that I decide that I want, then I begin to keep an eye out for it, and I find it. So yeah, there's that. The art on the wall, there is no rhyme or reason to it. I just have tons of art in storage because I do art all the time, and I just needed someplace to put stuff. And not all of that is mine. Some of that is, I have a very dear friend that is an artist, and she's gifted me a few pieces. And then there's some of that are just some studies that I did. There's scratchboard and watercolor and oil pastels and acrylics. Yeah. Mixed media, different stuff. So yeah, thank you for joining me in my art studio today. I really like being in here. I love the light from the window because the colors of the yarn and the projects that I show you show up really well. And this is funny because he's not happy because he has a spot here on my here on the sewing table that's in front of the window. He has a little section that he lays here and looks out the window because I have a bird feeder out there and a bird water, a bird bath. And so he lays and watches the birds and the squirrels, and yeah. So he wants me to get all my stuff out of the way so he can get back over here and watch it. I have a big table here for my sewing machine and serger and stuff. And then I have a table here. This is a long table. Hey, kitty. This is where I cut fabric patterns and stuff when I'm sewing. I've got all kinds of art supplies over here on all these shelves. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 shelves over here. Oh. Sorry. And then I've got, you can't see it, but I've got an easel and shelves and a big dresser and all kinds of art supplies over there because I do art all the time. And this is just the perfect place to do it because my bedroom is in there. And my bedroom, I already told you, is huge. My bathroom is right there. So this was a closet. At one time, these walls were lined with shelves for shoes, and then there were racks for clothes all the way around. Because I taught school for years and years, and I thrifted, and I bought vintage clothes, and I always wore funky clothes because I've always liked to wear things that nobody else wears. I don't want to wear anything trendy, anything that anybody else wears. So this was my closet. But I don't work at the school anymore, so I don't need to wear something different every single day. No, that doesn't happen anymore. I don't leave my house very often, so I'll wear the same things over and over and over. You know, I'll wash it and rewear it. So I got rid of all of that stuff, took down all the shelves, all of the racks, and turned it into my art studio because it was in another room in there, but it was about half the size of this. And I needed this room. And my bedroom is actually about twice the size of this. And I am seriously considering, it's so much work. Oh my gosh, you would not believe how much work it is. But I am considering switching rooms. Moving my art studio into where my bedroom is now because it's twice the size, and moving my bedroom in here because there's a lot of just empty space in there that I could be using to store my crap, my art supplies, my stuff. You know, it's good stuff. It's important stuff. But anyway, okay. Thanks for watching my video. I appreciate it. If you have stayed this long, you are something special. Comment special below to let me know that you stuck it out and watched to the end of this video. Yeah, do that. We'll see what happens. All right. Bye, guys.